So everyone's telling you that Bangkok is this affordable paradise where you can live like royalty for $500 a month. And yeah, I've seen those videos too. The ones with the $1,000,000 views and the guy eating pad thai on a rooftop for $1.50. Here's what nobody's talking about. Bangkok in January 2025 was ranked the second most congested city in the entire world. Not second in Asia, second globally. And when the air pollution spiked this year, the government literally had to close over 350 schools and tell people to work from home. But here's the thing, over 300,000 expats still call Bangkok home. And Americans are moving there in record numbers. So what's actually going on? Today, I am breaking down the real pros and cons of living in Bangkok based on what Americans are actually experiencing right now in 2025. Not the travel brochure version, the real version. Let's get into it. The cost of living really is cheaper than most American cities, but we need to talk specifics. A one-bedroom apartment near the BTS train system runs 15,000 to 35,000 baht per month, which is $450 to $1,000. Studios further out start around 10,000 baht, about $300 a month. But utilities are separate. Running air conditioning and heat in the 90s can add 2,000 to 4,000 baht per month, an extra $60 to $120. Street food costs 50 to 80 baht per meal, but Western food jumps to 300 to 400 baht. Your food budget can quadruple if you are not eating Thai. The realistic monthly budget for a single American living comfortably in Bangkok is 30,000 to 40,000 baht, about $850 to $1,100, including rent. Not the $500 you have been promised, but still way cheaper than any major US city. The lesson? You can live cheaply in Bangkok, but only if you actually live like a Thai person. The more you maintain your American lifestyle, the more expensive it gets. Pro number 2. Bangkok's public transportation system is genuinely impressive compared to most American cities. The BTS SkyTrain and MRT subway are air-conditioned, clean, and run on time. Trains come every few minutes during rush hour. A typical commute costs 30 to 50 baht, $1 to $1.50. Compare that to an Uber in traffic, which could take 2 hours and cost 300 baht. Here is the Puro tip. When apartment hunting, proximity to a BTS or MRT station should be your top priority. Being within a 10-minute walk is worth paying an extra 3,000 to 5,000 baht in rent. Bangkok's traffic is brutal. Pro number 3. Bangkok is remarkably safe. Thailand ranks 95th in the Global Peace Index, while the US ranks 56th. Violent crime is significantly lower in Bangkok than in most American cities. Multiple expats report feeling comfortable walking around at any hour, even alone. Here is a story that keeps popping up in expat groups. People leave their phones or wallets behind, and strangers track them down to return them. One American woman left her phone 3 separate times, and each time someone returned it. When she offered a reward, they refused. Yes, there are tourist scams. Tuk-tuk drivers will take you to overpriced shops. But in terms of violent crime or feeling unsafe walking home at night, Bangkok scores much better than major US cities. Thai culture is heavily influenced by Buddhism, with a real emphasis on karma and respect for others' property. The day-to-day feeling of safety is something Americans repeatedly mention as a major quality of life improvement. Pro number 4. Healthcare in Bangkok is affordable and surprisingly high quality. A doctor's visit at a private hospital costs 800 to 1,200 baht, about $25 to $35, with no insurance needed. A full physical with blood work runs around 3,500 baht, roughly $100. Compare that to the United States, where the same tests could cost $500 or more, even with insurance. Bangkok has internationally accredited hospitals like Bumrungrad and Bangkok Hospital, with modern facilities and doctors trained in Western countries. You can walk in, see a specialist the same day, and pay less than your copay back home. No months-long waiting lists, no insurance battles. For serious conditions or major surgeries, most expats still recommend international health insurance. But for day-to-day medical needs, the out-of-pocket costs are manageable. Pro 5. The food quality and variety in Bangkok is genuinely world-class. Street food is some of the best in the world. Bangkok also has high-end restaurants and international cuisine from every corner of the globe. The Japanese food scene is so good that people fly from Singapore just to eat sushi in Bangkok. The ingredients are fresh because so much is grown locally. Multiple Americans mention feeling healthier eating Thai food regularly compared to their diet back home. Wet markets have incredibly fresh produce at prices that would shock you, and weekly grocery shopping costs less than a single trip to Whole Foods. Alright, now let's hit the cons. Con number 1. The traffic in Bangkok is genuinely one of the worst in the world. In 2024, Bangkok was ranked as having the second worst traffic congestion globally. A 30-minute drive can easily take 2 hours during rush hour. The average commute by car involves 53 minutes of driving. During the morning rush, from 7:30 to 9:30, and the evening rush, from 5 o'clock to 7:30, certain roads become parking lots. This is why proximity to the BTS is so critical. If you rely on cars or taxis for your daily commute, you are going to lose hours of your life every week sitting in traffic. Over 10 million vehicles in a city designed for way fewer cars equals a massive quality of life issue you cannot escape. Con number 2. Air pollution in Bangkok is a legitimate health risk that does not get enough attention. In January 2025, Bangkok experienced the Bangkok smog crisis. PM 2.5 levels reached 108 micrograms per cubic meter. The World Health Organization's safe limit is 15 micrograms per cubic meter. Bangkok reached 7 times that amount. The government shut down more than 350 schools, told workers to work from home, and made public transportation free for a week to reduce emissions. If you have asthma, allergies, or other respiratory issues, Bangkok might not work for you. Even healthy people report needing masks during certain months, more respiratory infections, and eye irritation. The worst months are January through March, when agricultural burning combines with local pollution. A 29-year-old doctor in Chiang Mai died from lung cancer in 2023, and his case became a rallying point for the air pollution crisis. Long-term exposure increases your risk of cardiovascular disease, respiratory problems, and cancer. This is not a minor inconvenience. This is a serious health consideration for living in Bangkok long-term. Con number 3. English is not as widely spoken as you might expect. Thailand ranks 97th out of 111 countries in the EF English Proficiency Index. Only about 27% of the Thai population speaks any English at all, and most are not fluent. In touristy areas, you will find English speakers, but outside those bubbles, communication becomes really difficult. Taking a taxi, you will need the address in Thai on your phone. Shopping at a market, bring a calculator and prepare to point a lot. Dealing with paperwork or utilities, you will need help. Multiple Americans mention that not speaking Thai creates constant low-level stress. Everything takes longer, and simple tasks become complicated. Thai is a tonal language, which means the same word can mean completely different things depending on your tone. Even when you learn Thai phrases, if you get the tone wrong, people often cannot understand you. You either need to commit to seriously learning Thai or accept that you will be somewhat isolated from deeper cultural experiences outside the expat bubble. Con number 4. The distance from the US is a bigger deal than you might realize. A last-minute flight from Bangkok to the US can easily cost $3,000 or more. With layovers, you are looking at from 24 to 30 hours of travel time. Some routes push 39 hours total. This matters for family emergencies, illnesses, and holidays. Multiple expats mention feeling trapped because leaving Thailand is so expensive and time-consuming. Compare that to Mexico, where you can hop on a 3-hour flight for $250. It is not just emergencies, it is missing weddings, graduations, births, and everyday life with family. The time difference is brutal too. Bangkok is 12 hours ahead of the East Coast. When you wake up, everyone back home is going to bed. Con number 5. Visa requirements and legal restrictions can be complicated and stressful. Thailand has multiple visa options, but each comes with specific requirements. The digital nomad visa requires you to maintain 500,000 baht in a Thai bank account, about $14,000. The retirement visa requires you to be 50 or older and show 800,000 baht, roughly $23,000. Foreigners are restricted from owning certain businesses and land. You can own a condominium unit, but not the land it sits on. You cannot own more than 49% of any building. Multiple Americans mention that visa renewals, paperwork requirements, and uncertainty around changing regulations create ongoing stress that would not exist in your home country. So there you have it. 5 real pros and 5 real cons about living in Bangkok as an American in 2025. The cost of living really is lower. Public transportation is excellent. It is remarkably safe. Healthcare is affordable, and the food is incredible. But you are also dealing with nightmare traffic, serious air pollution, a significant language barrier, expensive distances from home, and visa complications. Bangkok can be an amazing place to live, but it is not paradise for everyone. The people who thrive there genuinely embrace Thai culture. Do not try to recreate their American lifestyle. Stay near public transit. Take air quality seriously, and have flexibility with work and living situations. If you are thinking about making the move, visit first. Stay for at least a month. Experience the traffic. Check the air quality. Try living on a local budget. See how you handle the language barrier. Living somewhere and vacationing there are completely different experiences. What is your biggest question about living in Bangkok? Drop it in the comments. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button because I am breaking down the reality of living abroad without the Instagram filter. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.